Welcome back to the Travel Agency in a Year podcast. My name is Rachel Kay, and I am your host. I am a travel agency owner, just talking about building a travel agency. I also own Elevate with Rachel Kay, which has courses and like coaching and mentoring services for travel advisors. Now, if you've listened to more than one episode, subscribe, like, share, comment, something. Tell me. I have no idea what's going on. I just know people are subscribing. Anyway, and if you are brand new, this Travel Agency in a Year podcast is free. And it's also kind of like a companion to my Success Circle program. It's just $35 a month and it's a monthly subscription. So if you're like, I'm out, I don't like this, you can cancel. It's fine. And the Success Circle has about 2 hours a week of workbooks and lessons to kind of help you figure out how to become the CEO of your travel business. Okay. And it also includes biweekly hot seat coaching, 2 hours. Whoever gets there gets coaching. Whatever questions, you get the coaching. Finally, all of my courses give you access to the live Q&As. I believe it's all courses. It might be I can't remember. There might be like one or two very small, low cost courses like Business Plan 101. It's like free. You're not going to get the live Q&As. But the live Q&As are every Monday and any advisor can hop on, hop off. I'm there for an hour, usually go over, thinking about extending it. Anyway, that's just a little bit about what I do. But we kind of just answer questions. And if you have them, I'll do my best to answer them. And if I don't have an answer, by God, there is a travel agent that knows because we all have different specialties. And so they might be able to have some good advice for you as well. Okay. Today is day 14, and this episode is all about consistency in your from your marketing to your service. And I've mentioned it in other episodes. I think I mentioned on day 12, I was like, that's the next episode. But then I was like, no, boundaries. It's fine. Um, and you're going to hear this come up quite a bit, actually. You've got to be consistent. And you're going to get mad at me because I'm going to talk about McDonald's again. They are consistent. No matter where you are in the country, you know what the quality of the food's going to be for the most part. You know about how long it's going to take for you to get the food. You know what it's going to taste like. And you know what the Coca-Cola is going to taste like. You know what I mean? Like, you know McDonald's, whether you are in Alaska or Texas, you know it's McDonald's. And that is a huge part of their success is being able to implement systems that create consistency. And so when I say consistency from marketing to service, if you say something in your marketing is something that you do, you better freaking do it. If you don't, you erode the trust of your client. And you're like, well, no big deal. It's not. No, I will tell you way back 20 years ago, because I'm that old now that I think about it. Oh my gosh. I was in a culinary arts program. And one of the classes that I took was hospitality management because you had to take hospitality management prereq stuff. Okay. And I distinctly remember one one unhappy customer at a restaurant or staying in a hotel because we were all just different hospitality majors in that class. They will tell on average 20 people how horrible that place was and do not work or do not go to that place. Don't even try it. The people who are super happy, they're just going to keep coming back. They might tell a few people if it happens to cross their mind, but they're going to be like, yo, I'm a travel agent now. Okay. And that's why it's so important. Once you erode your client's trust, it's gone. It's gone forever. And I'll tell you about a wedding I had last year that led me to letting my VA go. I had amazing couple. Their guests were all fantastic. Everything was going perfectly smoothly. I had all the digital itineraries up and ready to go. Like, and I promised on everything, like I was over delivering on everything that I agreed to do for this agent, okay? And I remember I was on a planning call with the wedding department and not the agent, sorry. I was on a planning call with the wedding department at that property and also the bride. Okay. So we were all in this final planning call, making sure the totals were correct on the budget summary. Were there any revisions that needed to be made? Anything that we could possibly still negotiate? And we were like 2 to 3 weeks out from this wedding. And she was like, "You're the best person," just like glowing happiness. Okay. And while I'm on this call, it was the day on my little Trello for group travel management for my VA to send out all the itineraries. I had already checked all of the itineraries and I was like, "Hey, VA, they're good to go. You can start emailing them out now." And then all of a sudden, I start getting emails. She did it like 2.5 hours into her shift, first of all. I'm like, what was she doing the first 2.5 hours? That's neither here nor there. Um, But I start getting emails from these wedding guests, and they're like, "Great, thanks for this. Did I get a free room upgrade?" And I was like, "That's a weird email," because I was on this call. So I just kind of glanced at it and I was like, "We'll get back to that later." And then the bride, within minutes, was like, "So and so just texted me. Their itinerary's completely messed up." And I was like, "Wow, what?" Well, I did just get this email from another guest too. And she was like, "What's going on?" And I was like, "I don't know. I checked everything. They were good to go." And for some reason, this VA had it in their head to take the bride and groom's itinerary, even though everyone else's was done, and just copy that and send on. I don't even know if the travel documents were correct. So that one slip up led to instantly that bride pulled back and the trust was gone. And I like when you have staff on your team, you are the captain. If they screw up, you do take all the blame and you take all the feedback, quote unquote, that they are going to provide to you. But from that moment on until their wedding was over, everyone was just like instantly unhappy, not trusting. I had people telling me they had no transfers, and I'm like, "You absolutely do have transfers, and I reconfirmed them for you," because that trust was gone because the itineraries were weirdly sent out incorrectly. And I'm not trying to like throw my VA under the bus. It's something that happened. I talked to my VA about it. And then after some consideration, I was like, this just doesn't make sense with my business right now to have that. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like, "You're fired instantly," or anything. It was like a couple months later, I was like, maybe not," you know? So, that one thing and I had worked with this couple and this group for already over 12 months, something to that effect. I think we were about 15 to 18 months out from the moment they paid my fee to work with me all the way until travel. And that one mistake eroded all trust. So, this is why I'm saying it's very important to be consistent from your marketing to your service. Little things will happen, and you just got to take ownership of it and take accountability of the mistake that was made, right? Like, I can't think of a small little mistake. Like, for example, if that instead of it being a wedding, it was just one off little booking and it had the wrong room category listed on the itinerary, but the travel documents were correct. Oops, something glitched in the system. Here, I've updated it for you, kind of thing. Like, that's no big deal. That's going to happen. But if you promise somebody, remember an agent probably back in 21 or 22 was promising the sun, moon, and stars on social media. And then they would get these clients to sign on with them, and then they wouldn't do anything. And they would get mad because these people have all these expectations. And I remember saying to that agent, like, you set those expectations. So next week, we're going to start talking. more about marketing and your marketing messaging. So, this episode's kind of like a prelude to your marketing. Before you really start your content strategy, your marketing strategy for the year, or maybe you already have it all set up, but does your marketing strategy align with what you do? Do you have a new service that you're implementing now? Maybe not like be so open about it right away in your marketing. Maybe just like give it a few weeks and like mention it on the consultations. I prefer to do that if I change up anything and I'm like, "Oh, I'm also doing this now." I won't say it until the consultation, and then when I get, like, excessively good feedback, then I'll just put it in my marketing, like, "Now we offer this guaranteed." But I always have, like, a beta test group for it. So do you have, like, your general services outlined? And does your marketing strategy align with it? So that way, when people find you on social media or you do your elevator pitch in person, anything like that, and they're like, oh, I want to work with you because you provide this value. Are you actually providing that value? So next week is going to be all about the marketing. We're going to do some deeper dive episodes into like AI marketing, the nightmare that it is. And I'll see you then. Have a good day, everybody.